Olivia Richwell there reporting live in Huddersfield. Now, with local elections taking place next month, we're hearing from the different party leaders as they visit our region on the campaign trail. 10 days ago, you may remember we spoke to the Prime Minister and leader of the Labour Party, Sir Keir Starmer. And today, Nigel Farage, leader of Reform, has been in South Yorkshire, as Tom Ingle now reports.
Reform chose a country hotel south of Doncaster for their leader's visit to Yorkshire. Long before he arrived, there was a buzz in the room. He was flanked by the party's candidate for Mayor of Doncaster, Alexander Jones, and former owner of Doncaster Rovers, John Ryan. But this was very much the Nigel Farage show.
Big political change is coming to the north of England. It is happening. And it's certainly happening here in Doncaster, where the political map is going to be completely reshaped on May the 1st.
The theme was change.
What we want to do, of course, is to bring an entrepreneurial spirit and flair to this city. It was very interesting. We'll talk about John Ryan in a moment, but John Ryan saying, when he set up his businesses, Doncaster was not a welcoming place. That doesn't make sense. That's the culture that we want to change. Here 2 weeks ago, just going around talking to people, maybe older people in their 60s, 70s, who say we're really quite worried about being around the town centre, not just at night, but in the day as well. I mean, that's a terrible situation.
But you wouldn't be able to change the fact that retail is changing and people are leaving the high street.
Oh, no, look, retail is fundamentally changing. Of that, there is no doubt at all. But you will see in other parts of the country where town centres suddenly become places that get developed, where people start to live, and when people start to live in town centres, suddenly different little shops appear. I think, rethinking town planning is very, very important.
This was a lightning campaign stop, lasting around 40 minutes. There was still time to meet, greet and selfie with the faithful as Reform eye building on their general election success of last year. With the Prime Minister last week and Nigel Farage this week, we will keep up with all the leaders as they crisscross our part of the world asking for your vote. Tom Ingle, BBC Look North, Doncaster.
And you can find more information on local elections in your area and the candidates standing in the Doncaster mayoral elections on the BBC website. And as Tom mentioned there, we'll be speaking to all of the party leaders as they come to our part of the world.